It is one of the most notable shipwrecks in Great Lakes history. The past week marked 50 years since the Edmund Fitzgerald sank in Lake Superior. Tonight, 12 News takes you to the memorial service in Michigan and speaks with the daughter of one of the 29 men who were lost. Here's 12 News' Hannah Hilliard tonight.
A sea shanty nearly as old as its subject, Gordon Lightfoot's wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, a timeless tune about a moment in time 50 years ago when the famous Great Lakes freighter sunk in the violent waters of Lake Superior.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down to the big lake they call Gitchagumi.
The piece personal to Deborah Champeau.
I couldn't listen to that song. They played in the grocery stores all over the place. This is a very eerie, horrible song.
She was just 17, a senior at Pius High School when the Edmund Fitzgerald went down.
I was in history class at Pius, and I got called over the loudspeaker, Deborah Champeau, to the office.
It's a day seared into her memory because her dad, Oliver Buck Champeau, was on board.
When I ran up my front steps of my house, and I found my mother and my grandmother just sitting on top of the phone, and I said, "Who died?" And my mother, she said, "Sit down," you know, and she said, it's not confirmed, but the Fitzgerald has disappeared.
The 29 men on board never recovered.
The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy.
Emotions still as raw as they were 50 years ago.
Do you have closure right now?
No.
Where are you at?
I'm angry. I'm angry because of what I'm reading.
The mysterious cause of the wreck still draws attention from the curious.
There's no more to be found. There's no treasury hunt. These men are on the ship. Leave it alone.
For the families, it's a gravesite, the nearby town sacred.
The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they put 15 more miles behind her.
And as years went by, going up to the memorial services, here Gordon Lightfoot shows up. And I asked him, "Why did you write that song?" And he said, "To bring acknowledgement to the unseaworthiness of the ships that go out on the Great Lakes."
How would you describe your relationship with that song now?
Now I can listen. Now I don't run out of the store because I know that no boat, ship, vessel has gone down since 1975. I feel Gordon did what he sent out to do. And for that, I am grateful.
The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Where will you be November 10th?
I will be up at Whitefish Point with the bell and ringing it for my dad.
That bell, the ship's original.
I touch that bell, I ring it as loud as I can, and I give it a kiss because that's where he was. That's the last thing he heard.
Champeau indeed making that 7-hour journey to the edge of Michigan's Upper Peninsula on the 50th anniversary.
Oliver J. Champeau.
Another gray and blustery day on Lake Superior, where Buck's great-grandchildren rang the bell. During a public ceremony, a daughter's lifelong promise to honor her father.
And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters.
I believe it's going to live on. I do.
In Milwaukee, Hannah Hilliard, WISN 12 News.
And Lightfoot said he was inspired to write the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald after reading an article about the tragedy in Newsweek magazine.